everybody, welcome back. Anyone who owns a Kubota tractor realized early on that that little plastic toolbox behind the seat really doesn't hold a lot. So you have to kind of come up with some sort of configuration that's going to work for you, that's going to be able to store what you need. So I do a lot of firewood work up back. I definitely need to have logging chains with me, and I needed to have somewhere to keep them so I didn't have to keep coming back down to the barn when I needed it. I wanted to have it on me all the time. And I came up with what really works for me was I used a 50 caliber ammo can. I have it mounted on the side here. And I also always wanted to have a place to have my phone, and I carry a little radio with me. I used to always have my phone here and along with my gloves, but now that I have some storage, I can put it in here without worrying about it falling off. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I carry in my ammo can and how I have it laid out here for the phone and the radio. And then I'm going to go ahead and take it apart and show you how I built this and mounted it onto the tractor. I wanted an ammo can because I needed to have something that was waterproof. So you can open it up. I've got a pair of gloves. I carry a rag here. And I have two full-size logging chains. I have one smaller and one large. And this is nothing but a little parts bin. It holds a little radio and my phone. I can also put my gloves here. So I'm going to go ahead and take these off, and I'm going to show you what I did to attach these to the tractor. Anybody can do this. This is very simple to do. This is how everyone's tractor comes from the factory that gets it. It took me a little bit to realize that this is a great opportunity for mounting just because it had an open hole. It had a spot where I could put a bolt. I could bolt something to here. Originally I was just going to use a 50 caliber ammo can, but I'm thinking that's not really going to be very strong. So I ended up making a frame out of some metal that I had here. But first, let me go ahead and talk about the small little plastic piece that I have here for my phone and small items such as the radio. You can stick gloves in there. You can put anything in there. You can have a little first aid kit in there. I had a small parts bin. I ended up having to hog out a little bit of the plastic just so I could go around here, the lock and unlock. And I also wanted it so the stuff didn't fall out, so I took a small piece of plastic and I just put two small screws in here just so it doesn't vibrate out when I'm driving. I ended up putting some holes in back because the only thing I have this connected to on these lines is I've got cable ties. I didn't want something permanent because if I had to get in here, I want to make it very easy to get to. And then as I put it in here, I started realizing that, hey, this fits pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and get it mounted. It's so nice having a breeze. We've been in some intense heat lately, so I think we got a change in weather coming tomorrow. But that's always welcome. And I just have them go around the lines here. that's it for that. It's mounted. Put my things in there. And it's not in the way if I was to use the lock and unlock. For this one here, I ended up having a piece of angle iron in the barn. So I figured if I could have something that's going to take the most of the length of the ammo can, it's going to give it more strength. So I had a nice long piece of angle iron, and I cut it right at the 45 here, and I just beat the heck out of this with a hammer so it mounts like this. But you can't mount this separately because the ammo can has to go on top of this and it has the bolt go through. One thing you want to think of is you need to have some sort of silicone here. You don't want to have water dripping down and coming into the can. Somehow it came into mine. I think because I use plumber's putty. This time I'm going to use silicone. So I'm just going to go around here. And I lined it up. I lined it up with the ammo can, and I made a mark, and then I ended up just drilling a hole into the ammo can. So you have to kind of put it together as a unit. That's why it really works to have this hook, so it all fits in together. great storage for chains or anything. I just need to have chains. You can store whatever you like in there. I saw a hole in a bracket, and that just got the wheels spinning in the head. Ended up being a nice storage area for my chains and gloves. It's solid, and I have my small one here for my phone and other things I want to have here, just small items, instead of having it here where it can just vibrate off when you're out in the woods. So be creative. Look for anywhere on your tractor that you can have storage, because Kubota wasn't thinking about the actual person driving it when they gave you that little box, their little toolbox. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.